had a skeptical mother who was concerned about what her son was doing with these types of products. And she went in with an attitude that I'm going to prove that my son is wrong about this. She had an 8-year problem with severe head discomfort, was on pain medicines, she'd had 2 sinus surgeries, and no one in the New York metropolitan area could help her. And after a week on these products, completely changed her life. And she went from a woman who was in bed 5 days a week to someone who was out walking 3 miles a day.
My wife had a very severe accident and was involved in the point where after a year of having her back worked on by 2 of my partners who are pain specialists, I'm in the Department of Anesthesia, and then after that having other types of medicines causing problems, including having to have more medicines to take care of the medicines, she resolved to basically sit and just suffer. Within 10 days of using the products, I watched my wife have 80% recovery, and over the next 30 to 60 days have 100% recovery. Her life was given back to her. I looked around and realized as a physician, I had a moral consciousness not only to embrace these, but then to go out and carry the banner.
I had a challenge of trying to sleep through the night. In my job, I get a lot of emergency calls. I get a lot of calls about all kinds of critical problems through the night. And after I got a phone call, I could lay awake anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours. I couldn't fall back asleep. And that was a real problem. I do a lot of very technical, high-stress work during the day, and I need to be sharp. I got a sleep system. First night I was on that sleep system, I slept through the night. Didn't hear the phone ring at all. Missed all the calls. But seriously, now when I get a phone call, I talk on the phone, I do what I need to do, I close my eyes, I go back to sleep. 5-10 minutes, I'm out.
I initially looked at this because my husband and I had a product experience. I didn't really believe it when it happened to me, though. I only really believed it when I saw it start happening to many of the patients in my practice where I utilized these products. Because of what I do, I've seen many people that have fallen through the cracks of traditional medicine and haven't gotten better.
In practice as a chiropractor, there's a lot of patients that come in with a lot of spinal complaints. A lot of them, when you're working on them, they're like working on a brick wall. And since using, especially the rollouts, they come in just after 5 or 10 minutes with the use of this technology, giving a rollout, they move like Rice Krispies.
A nurse in my office was having steroid injections in her elbow for discomfort on a regular basis, and I gave her one of the, actually the credit card size promo pad, asked her to wear that for the weekend, and I thought it wasn't going to work. This was really before I became involved. And she came back on Monday and said, I don't care what this costs, you're not getting it back. She has not had a steroid injection since then.
Dr. Wayne Anderson and Lori introduced Nikken to me. I was very intrigued. I wanted to feel better, and I was thinking it would be great if I could find something that would help so many patients where medicine and surgery had nothing to offer. So when I first got my products, I didn't have an immediate response, but eventually had tremendous response. I slept better, I had more energy, I had a much brighter outlook on things. I wear mag steps every day, and my legs didn't ache at the end of the day after being on them for 14 hours. In fact, I say my feet never leave home without them. And then I started using them on my patients. And I started kind of experimenting with people that I've taken care of for the last 10, 11 years, some of my toughest ones, seeing tremendous results where we've tried everything and nothing helped. And frankly, I've had some product experiences that have been nothing short of miraculous. Some patients have had their lives turned around 180 degrees. And another real plus that evolved with my Nikken experience has been that not only could I offer them something to make them feel better, but I've listened to their financial woes all the time. I know everything about them, and now it's like, here's something that this too you can use to improve that aspect of your lives as well.
Athletes are willing to do anything. They're willing to do anything that'll help them perform better, increase their range of motion, increase their performance levels. It's nice to be able to get an athlete back in the game the same day they're injured. And this technology has done that. Every athlete that I've worked with has had an experience with this technology. Usually within 1 week, they're completely back on the field.
I've used these products with hundreds and hundreds of patients with what I think are near miraculous results in many cases. often with people where I had nothing to offer them in standard medicine.